So, yeah, let's go on here on Zoom. If you watch it later on YouTube, you can click on this right button in the corner so you can subscribe this channel. You will never miss an episode. And all good now. Okay, great. So then you can leave a comment. There's a commentary field below that video. So leave your comment there. So we'll give you an answer as soon as possible. Okay, so let's stream and share my screen here right now. And let's see, where is, can see the chat. Okay, great. I'm so happy that we have so great community this morning on Zoom and on YouTube as well. So my special topic, as you can see this morning, is losing money is not funny. And I guess you know how it feels if you lose money. We will talk about it a bit at the end of this webinar, of this show. So if you have any questions or if you want to follow us, then send an email to livetrading@admiralmarkets.com. Or if you want to follow my person, then on Instagram, and Twitter, Facebook, or the newest baby, it's twitch.tv/DAOHowTrade. That is a live trading room, which is based on this morning briefing show. We speak English there, and of course German if you want, but main language is English, to support and to encourage our international audience. So, and of course, if you want to follow Admirals, then you can do it on Instagram as well. You see in the picture, this is Admirals Global. Yeah, we have a lot of followers, 6,000, over 6,000 followers there, all right? So, and they have a lot of content there with really valuable content. Yeah, so follow Admirals Global on Instagram as well. So this is our trading approach. Yeah, you know, as a private trader, it's really important that you trade with rules. Success, therefore, is a consequence, not a fantasy. It's your formula you can follow in every single trade, and which means we have a hit quote. And a hit quote means if the signal occurs, in how many cases we can fulfill the rules, which means in how many cases we are successful with that trading approach. And this is between 70–80% if you fulfill the rules. What the rules? Rules are really easy. We need a valid trend. The trend must be young. We should trade out of the correction. Rule number 2 and 3 are related to buying cheap and selling expensive. You know, this is, by the way, the only way how you can make money in trading. And rule number 4 is a consequence of missing the guarantee part. And you know, if you cannot work with guarantees, you have to work with probabilities. Yeah, so that's the point. So, and probabilities means you have to wait for a signal. If rule number 1, 2, 3 there, then wait for the signal. If you work with normal candles, then wait for a doji, a reversal bar, any patterns. Or if you work with Heikin Ashi, then it's easy, wait for a so-called balance candle. And then you can follow the rules. And we will do that in our trades as well. And first of all, what do we have upcoming events for today? It's the business consumer survey at 11 hour time, German time from you. And then this night, 10:30, the API weekly statistic bulletin. Both are not really important for us. Maybe a bit of DAX trading. And with the DAX, we want to start right now, because in the morning, because in our Twitch room, you can see there, this is twitch.tv/DAOHowTrader. We have a great community there, almost 291 now we have followers there, and I'm so happy about that. And we make day trading there after the show, by the way. Yeah, and there you can see we have our chat there. We talk to each other. Now it's empty, but it's full, believe me, it's full. So you can follow there. You can see how I trade during the rest of the day. So let's have a look at the German DAX. And here you can see yesterday we tried to make a trade, as you can see here, based on our rules in trend direction. But unfortunately, we started it at almost 7:30, 6:30 yesterday. But we had to cut the possible loss because the trend didn't want to continue. So we had to cut, and it was good because afterwards the price went up. During the night, we had a lovely trend to the lower side. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 trend arms. You see how the hit quote occurs there. And now actually we have a new uptrend, and this uptrend now has the next trend arm. Unfortunately, we didn't have it close below 38, so we couldn't trade because we have to stick to the rules all the time. And now the point is we have to wait again because actually we see this trend continuation. So 1, 2, 3. Now maybe the next trend arm, it's the fourth one. And you know, rule number 2, maximum fourth trend arm, but we are within the red zone, and maybe we see a stabilization at the point of control with a balance candle, or maybe a changing of the color in Heikin-Ashi, then we can trade again, and we can do it again. The point is always, the first target is always the last point too, because this is the hit quote, that the price goes from a cheaper price up to an expensive price, from the correction zone up to the next point too. What happens afterwards, we cannot know. We will see a trend continuation, we will see afterwards a trend break, and this is the point, kind of trend management. So therefore, it's always a good idea to make partial profits at the point 2, because there is the hit quote. So you fulfill, trail the stop into profit, and make the trade safe. So we do that in our hourly chart trades. Look, we have 2 trades open in Euro USD. So you see there was, first of all, where we are is so much more important than how you can get it. How is easy, it's the trades, it's the rules. But where we are, first of all, ask, if you open a chart on the right side, the first question must be called, what's about the price? Do we have a cheap price or an expensive price or a normal price? So in this case, you can see with the market profile indicator, it's a cheap price in Euro USD in hourly chart. Yeah, the price is always different in different time frames because we have different history. Yeah, and the price is developing by the volume, not indicators, not oscillators, no trend lines, no whatever you see or news or something else. If you open the book map, it's always the same. The price develops by volume. Don't you believe it? I can show you. Just have a quick look. Look, this is DAX. And here on the right side, you can see that's the book map, the order book. So what do you see there? Do you see the DAX there? So let's do that. So the right side, what do you see there? That's the order book. And it happens in every product you can trade on chart in markets, whatever. Forex, futures, shares, stocks, commodities, whatever. Every single product you can trade on markets has a book map, an order book, because you need a place where you can buy and sell. And this is called the order book. So what you can see there, I can see 3 columns. And now it's really interesting because this is a trick of the market. Let me tell you, this is a trick of the market. In Dow Jones, in DAX, in all the indices, you can see people talk about points. The DAX is at 15,564 points. Or Dow Jones, whatever. Guys, that's not true. That's a big trick to keep you away from the truth, from the real truth. Because look at the book map. What do you see there? What's in the middle? How's the name of the middle? Can you see? Type it in the chat box. What do you see? What's the name of the middle column? On the left, you have buyers. On the right, you have sellers. What's the name of the middle column in the book map? What is written there? Do you see their points, or what is written there? What can you see there? What kind of word do you see there? Yeah, it's not points, that's price. So what does it mean? You have to pay a price. 15,564 euro. You have to pay for one future contract and not points. You cannot pay in points. It's not PayPal. It's not where you can collect points. It's euro. And the moment we talk about the price, you need to know if this price is expensive or it is cheap or what it is. What is it? If you go to the grocery or to a store and you see something you want to buy, you have a look at the price and at the box. You look at the price, it is cheap, it's expensive, or say, okay, it's fine price, I take it with me. It's a price. And this happens in every single product. It's the price. So now you see there are just cold numbers, neutral numbers, 1, 0, 1, 0. That's all. That's the computer made in the back. So here you can see how. So how does the price develop? For that, we need the time and sales list. The time and sales list comes afterwards. And the order book you can a little bit manipulate, which means you can set a pending order, and a couple of minutes you say, no, I take it out. So then you manipulate the bulk map, but never the time and sales list. Because in a time and sales list, you have also 3 columns. You see 3 columns in a time and sales list. This is the first what happened. Time, volume, price. And if you have time later, then please watch the YouTube from Understanding the Order Book. Jens was talking about that. So you see, we're talking about the price, and the price develops about the volume and not news or indicators or what it is. It's just volume. So, and therefore, it's so much important that we think about it. Yeah. So the price in Euro USD, for example, in hourly chart is really cheap, because a normal price, the normal price is up at 121.79. So actually we had a trend. We fulfilled the rules. There was the balance candle here. We sold half of the position at the 0.2. It wasn't a hit. You see, then we had the next correction. We reached the 0.2 again. The next hit, as you can see, yeah. And now we are deep in the correction. Do we have a trend break? Yeah, we have a trend break. But where's the problem? We sold already half position, so let it go. Let it run. We trailed. We had a close below the last 0.3. So therefore, we trailed the hard stop, and everything is fine. And the volume, what is based on buyers and sellers. How many contracts are on the left, on the right side? That's the volume. How many contracts can exchange from buyers to sellers? That's the volume. In futures, it's contracts. In Forex, it's lots. In shares, it's shares. Yeah, and in commodities, it's contracts as well. So that's the volume which exchange from buyers to sellers. How many micro lots, how many lots, how many future contracts do you want to buy or do you sell? That's the volume. So that's Euro USD. We are still in profit. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, you see, same. We've said we fulfilled the rules. We sold half the position. We let it go because the point of control is up at 0.72079. So what we have to do right now, nothing. The 0.3 where the trend will break is up there, down at here, the point. So there is the stop loss. So now we have a secondary trend which is facing downwards, but this is the correction of the last big move. So it's not my leading trend. The green one is my leading trend, and the leading trend is still valid. But now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's the sixth correction. No trade for you right now. So if you want to make a trade in New Zealand dollar, US dollar, you have to wait if this red secondary trend is broken, and then maybe we can trade a secondary underneath trend in direction to the point of control. So, but you know, sometimes, of course, we lose money. Anna, if you're ready for that, we can open the poll, because my question for today is the following question. Is really interesting. How do you feel when you lose money in trading? Answer number one, I don't mind so much. Yeah. Or if you say, I don't know, I don't trade live right now, so I don't care about the demo account. So, or if you say, it still hurts. So what's your answer about the question? How do you feel when you lose money in trading? I don't mind so much. I don't trade live yet, or it still hurts. So we keep it a little bit open and it can go on. So what's on my watch list for the hourly chart trades? Actually, in the hourly chart trade, I have no trading ideas this morning. So there are not really rules. Australian dollar, Swiss franc, I don't care because it's the fifth correction and I'm engaged in the 4-hourly chart. Yeah, you see in my list, there are no any signals right now. So what's on my watch list in 4-hourly chart? In 4-hourly chart, I have a couple of trades on my list. So this is British pound, Swiss franc. Why is it? Yeah, we still have a trend. And you see, I didn't open a trade here because yesterday I explained the link to your chat group. Anna, do you allow that I can share the link to my Twitch room? Give me a yes or give me a no, please. So this is British pound, Swiss franc. Sure. Okay, good. So then I can share that link. So that's the link. I can put it there. So that's, here we are. Okay, thanks, Anna. So where we are right now, we have to look where we are right now here. So look at the price, where we are, British pound, Swiss franc. We are in an expensive price zone at the moment. The point of control, which means that's the normal price, the fair price. The fairest price, the most fair price is always the current price. Because, you know, the task or the job of any exchange is to keep in balance between buyers and sellers. This is the fairest price on the right side. But there is a fair or balance, a normal price, which based on the volume in the history, in a context of 1 year in 4-hourly chart, it goes back 1,440 periods, which means in Equinash it's just round about 1 year. So, and there the normal price is down at 118.65. 65, yes. So, okay, but as you can see here, look, this is really interesting. They build up very high volume there. But as long as the point of control is down, we have to fulfill the rules to trade into direction of the point of control. So what kind of trades do we have right now on the right side? The trend, sorry, to fulfill our rules. So therefore, actually, we have a downtrend, which means that's the first move, because we had a couple of trend breaks before, correction. Then the next move, that was the last correction. Then we have the last move, that one, no trend continuation there. And now we are deep in the correction, almost 100%. So, and I told you yesterday, look, be careful. Yeah, there is a big resist zone there. A lot of sellers are waiting there. And yes, you could see yesterday, they couldn't cope that challenge to overcome that big support. Too many sellers there at that point. So, but now, yeah, we can wait. If we see a stabilization here again, yeah, then we can try it. But just wait, keep it on your watch list. Yeah, uptrend. Yeah, of course. It's an uptrend, not a downtrend. Yeah, it's an uptrend. So next one, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. We have rising prices. We are within the red zone right now. 1, 2, 3 is the fourth correction. And maybe it could be interesting if the price goes up to the point of control, will create there a balance candle. Then we can speculate that the price will go down to the last point 2 again, or maybe to continue the trend. So this will not happen today because it's 4-hourly chart. So just wait for it. In Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, the trend is still valid. So, and now I'm waiting, or I was waiting for this change of the color. So therefore, I wanted to open a new trade here on that lower side. And we can do that together if you want. And so let me open this. And let's do this. So if we open the trade there, calculate money management there, it's 45 pips. So that's fine. Set lots. And we can, let's check if we can do that. Yeah, here we open the trade. Here, fine. And of course, this is the trend. We want to trade the downtrend back to the point of control. So that was the first move, the first correction. The next move, then the next correction, the move, and again the next correction. Yeah, so now there is the target. Here is the target. We can set the target here as well. First target, by the way. So here we can set the order to take profit, 50%, and then we are fine. So, but if the price will go up and we will break the trend, then we can delete the order. So this is Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Okay, so how do you feel when you lose money in trading? We have 21%, I don't mind so much, 8% I don't trade live yet. That's really cool. So learn trading before you start with live trading. But 71% says it still hurts. Keep in mind, I have a great solution for you. Great solution for you. So still on watch list, Euro, Australian dollar. Now that's really interesting. As you can see, I said, let's wait if we cope the challenge of the point of control. So, and as you can see here, now we are in a bit of stabilization there. So let the price come down a little bit and then a new balance candle, and then we can trade up to the next point too. Yeah, so just on the watch list. I guess it will not happen today, but maybe tomorrow. New Zealand Swiss franc. So the point is we had trend breaks there, and actually we have a new uptrend there. Look at this one. It's a movement, correction, then the next move. There was a correction. So then we had closes up there. So that's the last high. So and now we are in the correction. So, and look where we are. Exactly again at the point of high. So if you will see another balance candle there, we can trade with the first target at the point 2, but wait for the next balance candle. If the price goes deeper and we will see a 100% correction, then be careful about it. Then be really careful, because don't forget, quick reminder, point of control is very far away on the lower side. Basically, we want to go short. But first of all, important is the trend you see on the right side. This trend, if the rules are there, you have to trade first. But if you keep in mind that the point of control is far away, it's a question of trade management. Hit quote up point 2, first target, stop in profit, let it go. Yeah. If you trade in direction of the point of control, you can give a little bit more space. But also partial profits, point 2, hit quote, and then with the stop loss, you can work a little bit more, how should I say, generous. So, but on the right side of the chart, that's the current trend. So, and still it's US dollar Swiss franc. We have a trend, but actually there's just a correction which didn't run deeper than 38%. So we have to wait. Yeah, this was New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. Yeah. So what's about the DAX? It's opening, it's night, it's 9 o'clock. And yeah, you see, that's the point. If you work around the point of control, it's always a bit of tricky stuff. And now we are going to break this trend, which means I have to stand on my sideline. So running trades, Australian Swiss franc, still running. Japanese yen, we are in, still running, let it go. Euro Canadian dollar, we are a bit in profit again, let it run, nothing to do. Euro Swiss franc, still in profit, let it go. Yeah, point of control is quite far away, wait for it. And US dollar Canadian dollar, still in profit, let it go. British pound Canadian dollar, we are working a bit in the loss, but everything is fine. So that's the running trades. Okay, let me tell you something about losing money. I lost all my money. I lost everything. I lost my family, I lost my self-confidence, and almost I wanted to jump in the Danube to finish my life. I almost lost my life. But it still hurts if you lose money. That's true. So how you can cope that challenge that you don't feel so many hurts about losing money in trading? There's a big advice my teacher taught me years ago. The moment you realize that your account is not that much, if you have a small account which is lower than 100,000 euros or dollars, then you must make a decision here. But first of all, here. And work with logic. Logic beats emotion. The big decision you have to do is you cannot become rich with a small account in a quick way. It is not possible. I know that's the bitter truth, but please, in heaven's sake, think logically. If it were possible, a lot of traders would do it. Otherwise, we couldn't see on the bottom 80% of all traders lose money. The moment you have a small account, less than 100,000 euros, less than 50,000, less than 20, 10,000, 5,000, please make this decision in your heart and in your mind. You cannot become rich with a small account. It is not possible. That's the truth, guys. So don't follow any illusions. Follow your dream to become a successful trader. And a successful trader is not depending from the account size. It is so much harder to work with a small account because you are always in danger to increase the leverage. You to work with all in because you say, okay, it's $50. Oh, I don't care about it. Let's go in. No, guys, this is not the way to become a successful trader. Think more ethically. With $50, you can feed a whole family in India or in Africa. So treat your money with respect. Again, treat your money with respect, which means stick to the rules and treat your account with respect and love. And this is what you have to do. The moment you make this decision in your heart with logical thinking that you cannot become rich in a quick way with a small account, is that moment the pain goes away. Because then you realize, okay, I accept this inevitable thing. The moment you accept this point is that moment you can trade properly. Because the moment you accept this part, this truth, that you cannot become rich with a small account in a quick and fast way, but you can become a successful trader and you can grow up your account in a respectful and lovely way. This is what I'm talking about, successful trading. And then you can grow your accounts if you stick to the rules. And if you do that, I promise you, there are no more pain in your trading. It will never hurt in that way like it hurts right now. If you follow the illusion to become successful to become rich with a small account, make this decision in your heart and in your mind. I know this is one of the biggest challenges ever, because marketing and advertisement and all those guys in online, they all guys tell you, you can become rich and show you your watch on the Ferrari and all this bullshit. And it is bullshit. It's never work. But you can become successful in trading, and you are the exception. You are the exception. And if we want to change this world to a better place for our kids and for our grandkids, then today's the day you have to make this decision. Be the exception and be a grateful trader who treat your account with love and respect. And then you can stick to the rules, and then you can become a successful trader for a long time. And if it hurts today, then think about this word. It's not over until we win. Have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules be with you. See you tomorrow.